Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Dex. I've been getting this question a lot the last couple days. So I just wanted to give you guys a couple little quick tips on how to use Webull more effectively for playing my watch list and just for options trading in general. This is my home base setup. This is my favorite Webull setup. I have a whole ton. Um, how you set this up, you got three charts. You have the price ladder, one order book, one time in sales, and then you got two active traders, two watch lists, and I'll go over this in a second. And then you want to add orders and positions so you don't get the little pop-up window. And then I have an options chain here. All of these are linked together. So if I click a contract, that gets loaded into the price ladder and loaded into my active trader. And then these are all linked together. So my level 2 will still be on the stock, but my trader will be on the options contract. Okay. And then I also just have these two unlinked. This is a nice little setup here. Regardless. But what I wanted to show you guys is what really was a big game changer for me, and that is this active trader feature. Let's get a new layout here. So we'll just put a chart in. We'll put in the active trader, and we will put in the price ladder. Okay, so these are the three things I use to trade. But what's so cool about active trader, so when you just get the widget out, you know, it's gonna just look like this. It's just gonna be blank, right? It'll have buy market, buy ask, sell market, sell bid. Okay. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go in here, these three lines, active trade settings. Okay, we're trading options. So see how it says place order stocks? We're gonna get rid of all these. Okay, then we're gonna go down here to place options. We want buy the bid, buy the ask, sell the bid, sell the ask. Okay, and now here, this is the part that's really cool. Okay, so this is what I use to enter almost all of my trades. It's a custom button I made, and I'm going to show you guys how to make this. Okay, you're going to click Add Button. We'll call it Video. The button applies to options, and then you're going to pick Buy or Sell. We're doing Buy. You're going to create. We want it to be a limit order. We'll just say one contract. We want it to fill at the mid price plus 1. Okay, so we're going to bid the mid plus 1. So if it's a spready contract, you know, this is going to get us filled a little bit quicker. It's obviously not going to be as good as the mid price. So if the bid is 50 cents, the ask is 25 cents, and the mid is, let's just say 30 cents, this is going to set an order for 31 cents. Okay, so it gets us filled pretty quick. Automatically adjust price, round down, and then here's the important part. So then you're going to click this button, stop loss order, make sure it's on percentage, and I use negative 12%. Do you need a negative sign? Okay, so you just need 12%. Great. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, so you don't need a negative, so just 12%. Okay, And then if you want, you can even put a take profit. You know, maybe put a 20% take profit or a 30% take profit. So now, and add a hotkey if you want. So we'll just say Control O. So when I hit Control O, right? And then we need to make sure that's selected. Okay? So now when we come in here, we're going to buy. You also want to make sure you have order confirmation off. Same with your ladder. Off. Okay? So now when we click right here, buy two at the mid, you know, here's our, this is going to change the amount of contracts. Okay? So we load our contract up in here. We want to make sure it's linked to our watch list or our options chain. We load the contract up here. We buy two at the mid, whatever it is, mid plus one. That order is going to pop up on our price ladder right where our order set, and then we're immediately going to have the 12% stop loss in. And then on here you can just drag up and down if you want to change your stop loss, right? And then with the watch list, so here's my other setup. I call this options chain. So when I'm making my watch list at night and I'm giving you guys the contracts, you know, I'm finding my contracts the night before. So what you want to do is you want to create two watch lists. A watch list for calls and a watch list for puts. A lot of people don't know that you can put contracts on a watch list, right? So here I have all these different things, so I can kind of look at the quotes, see how the contracts move, right? So say I'm looking at, we'll just say RK, right? Today, let's see, RK. So, wow. Look at that. So here's our call trigger at 46.15. We wicked down, pushed through it with volume. This would have been an amazing entry on RK. But either way, so I'm looking at the my call trigger is 46.14. So then I'm going in here and I want to find the closest out of the money ticker, contract rather, that has good volume and good open interest. So 46 would be in the money. So we're going at least 46.5, right? Because our trigger is 46.14. So we're going at least 46.5 over on puts. Okay? Obviously these were a lot cheaper when I made the watch list, but just pretend. So so say we're going 46, right? You know, let's just pretend, let's just ignore open. I should have made this after hours. Regardless. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. So I see the 46 contract. That would be the in the money contract. And I could go 46.5, which would be the next closest out of the money. But look at the volume difference on the 47. Right? Why would I go 47.5 when the 47's got way more liquidity? Okay? We got good delta, good theta. You know, this is a perfect contract. So then I would come here, add to watch list, and that's actually what I picked this morning. Add to calls. Okay? So now when I go back to my setup, I got my watch list here. Okay, RK is breaking trigger. I'm going to switch this to calls. I'm going to click RK, and now the contract's loaded up. RK 47 calls. Here's the options contract price, right? Switch over to my active trader. Now when I click this, it's going to put in an order right here, right? With our 10% stop loss. So this was kind of a game changer for me when I figured this out. Because when I first started using Webull, like a lot of people, I was using, you know, the order entry and typing in orders. When in reality, you can actually get much quicker fills. And Webull can actually be a very powerful options trading broker. Okay? So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about it, just shoot me the DM. I'm gonna starting next month, I'm really going to try to start bringing you guys some educational content, and try to make this options trading journey a little bit easier for you guys, and try to spread some of my knowledge. Look at this beautiful IWM breakout. Another good example of triggers here real quick. So these purple lines are my triggers. Orange is pre-market high. So here's our call trigger. We tested it once, kind of rejected through it. And then we see here, right? We got a 3-minute bar. This is why we wait for our close, right? If we had entered right here, as soon as we broke the trigger, we pulled back. And this is on lower volume, right? So it's always important to check the volume when we're looking at our triggers. Next, we get this hammer candle right over our trigger with huge volume. I mean, this is like as good of an entry as you can get. But when even if you wait for the close on this, I mean, this is beautiful. And then you get the retest here and boom. And on an indice like this, you know, a 30-cent move is, you know, that probably paid pretty good. So maybe this weekend we'll go over the triggers a little bit more and how to play them. But for now, we'll keep it short. All right. Talk to you guys later.